Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Merlin Evans, and today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial for you guys on one of the proprietary scanners that we have available here at Akashx. Akashx is an amazing educational platform for traders, excellent for beginners as well as busy professionals because we offer a variety of automated tools as well as simple and easy to use scanners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys the velocity scanner and the simple steps that you can take in order to utilize the scanner and start trading in the markets in as little as 24 hours, as long as your account is set up and you're ready to go. So the first thing this velocity scanner does is it works off of all of the pairs that are available for Forex. I'm looking at XAU-USD, which is commonly known as gold. Now, gold is a precious metal. It is also considered a commodity when you're trading inside of the Forex market. And we've been seeing a lot of volatility in gold as of lately because of the issues that are going on overseas, as well as just the impact on the US dollar and what's been going on recently in the economy. So that's a really popular asset right now for many people that trade Forex and also on the futures side. But I'm going to be focusing mainly on Forex. Now, when you're trading gold, you want to keep in mind that this is a very volatile pair. So you want to keep your lot size and your position relatively low so that you can maximize the gains, but also minimize your losses. All right. So here's the velocity tool. And the velocity tool works off of shapes and colors. So I'm going to just expand my screen here to give you guys a great visual. And I'm going to just highlight a couple of things here. So as you can see on my screen, the market pretty much moves three ways, guys. It goes sideways, and it goes up, and it goes down. Now, when the market is going up, that's when we call the market bullish, or we'll say that the market is buying. When the market goes sideways like this, how you see everything kind of like going in a straight line, so to speak, that's considered consolidation. The market is just moving in a sideways pattern. We're not really buying or selling. We're just kind of going up and down. The third way the market moves is down or bearish, right? That's also considered when the market is selling. So the great thing about this tool is that it color codes everything for you so that you can clearly see what's happening in the market. So right now, I want you to focus on the shapes and the colors here. The first shape I see here is a diamond. So inside the velocity tool, when you see a diamond appear, that lets you know that the market is beginning a selling pattern or a downward trend, or the market is going bearish. So I'm going to write step 1. Market is selling. Market is selling when you see a diamond, a red diamond appear. It's really important that you are noting the colors, right? Because red diamond means the market is selling. Red means the market is selling. Blue or green, depending on your color scheme, lets you know that the market is buying. So here's step 1. And I currently have a diamond here. Okay, so I'm going to put a little emoji right here. Okay, the market is selling. Here is my red diamond. That's step number 1. Okay, now step number 2, we want to look for a triangle. So if I look here on the screen, I see that there's a triangle that appeared a couple of candles in the future from that initial diamond. Now, keep in mind, we're looking at the market as it already has played out today. which is a really great way to do what's called back testing, right? So step 2, we see that we now have a triangle, right? So you wait for the triangle after the diamond. Triangle appears. Oh, red triangle. We want to make sure that we indicate red triangle. And where's my red triangle? I'm going to put a little arrow above it right here, right? And I'm going to switch that down so we can see. Boom. Red triangle, right? So now with the velocity scanner, the best moves, or what we call one of our A1 setups or entries, is when we see these little dots on top or dots below. I'm going to expand this so you guys can see it clearly. Okay, so these little dots here are called parabolic SARs, or you can call it stars or dots or whatever. These dots let us know that, yep, the market is either pushing down or pushing up. So again, remember I said step 1, we want to see whether the market is buying or selling. So I see my diamond, red diamond. I see my red triangle. Now I want to see one of these dots on top to let me know that it's going to push the market down. And yep, lo and behold, there is a dot right here. So I'm going to draw a vertical line so you guys can clearly see where that dot appeared. And I'm going to make it red because we're in a cell. So I want to make sure that you guys can see that this is where my market really started to show me that it wanted to really, in fact, sell. So if you would have gone into your phone or your MetaTrader 4, or if you trade on the screen, whichever way you trade, whether you use a desktop, a mobile device, you would have initially just pressed the red sell button, and you would have been able to ride this wave all the way down. Now, today was a very, very important day in the market. We had something called FOMC, and we can see from this, I'm going to use my measuring tool, right? That from this point where you got in here, let me take that measuring tool back. You got in here, right? Look at how many points gold went down. I mean, it's going so far down, I can't even measure. It moved 171 points. Now, that is a lot of money. I just want to calculate for you how gold works and how you can get paid utilizing the scanner here. Okay, so this is a sell example, and we're going to look at a buy example in a little bit. Okay, so 171 points. So how does gold pay you? Okay, how do we get paid trading gold? Okay, so when you're trading Forex, you get paid based off of pips. Pips are points in percentage, right? So I told you that it moved, what, 170? Let's round it to 170 points. Actually, that's technically 1,700 pips, but we're just going to keep it in points, okay? So gold, it's very easy to calculate pips, how you get paid. So from this point here, let me see where exactly this cell activated. I'm going to go here. The top of this candle was at 4995. Okay, so 4995. Let's calculate how to get paid and how to calculate pips. So our entry was 4995. And when we're selling, we're going to be subtracting from the entry number, right? So 4995. I'm going to subtract 170 from that number, right? And then that's going to tell me where my exit was. So 4995. Get my calculator to make sure I give you the correct number. 4995 minus 170. Okay, so we exited at when price reached 4825, right? Let's look down here. Okay, so 4825. go so far down my screen, can't even show you guys. And let's just do 160. I'm going to do 160 so you can actually see it on the screen. So that's 4835. Okay. So 4835 is my exit. So 160 points on gold. So now if we were doing this to calculate how much money you would potentially make, 0.01 is the smallest size and position that you can take when you're trading gold. 0.01. For every point that gold moves with a 0.01 lot size, you make $1, right? So 160 points at the smallest position on this gold alone, on this gold trade alone, you would have made $160. Now that's the smallest denomination. At 0.10, right? Now each point you would make $10. So let's do the math. That would be $1,600, right? Now, here's when it really becomes life-changing. One standard point on gold at 160 points would have yielded you $16,000 just on this one trade. This is how powerful trading can be, guys. This is something that you can't really explain to someone unless they've actually participated in this market or they've actually started to trade in this market. So this is how you would profit on this particular trade. I'm just going to put like a money emoji over here because it's all about profiting and making money when we're trading in this market. I just want to look for a little money emoji. That should really be at my favorites because we use those all the time when we're marking up our charts and looking for areas of interest. Did I even pass it already? All right, I don't want to take up too much time looking for silly emojis because you guys get the point, right? So anyway, that's how we would be able to profit on this particular trade. So now what I want to do is I want to switch gears and I want to look for a possible, a different entry on a buy. So step one for the sell, we said was look for a diamond, then a triangle, and then the dot. So let's scroll back. Let's see if we can find a entry for a possible buy. We want to find something that's good. We want to see a lot of volume, right? Because the more volume, the more people that are in the market, the more it's going to move, right? News really impacts the market. Things that are going on in the political environment really impact the market. When there's different types of meetings that are happening in the stock market, that also impacts the market depending on what it is that you're actually trading. So let's see if we could find a good buy. Actually, let me look at maybe silver. Let me check silver. So let's see. XAG is another precious metal that people trade as well in our community. So let's look at silver. Let's see if we can find something good on silver. All right, silver. Let's see if we got anything nice on silver. Okay, so here's a potential buy right here on silver. Okay, so again, step one, we found our blue diamond. Here's our blue diamond, step one. Let's put the number 1 here. Let's look for the number 1. Step 1, we found our diamond. Where are my numbers? Okay, step 1, diamond, blue diamond. Step 2, blue triangle. So where's our blue triangle? All we have to do is now look and wait. If we're in a live market, wait for our blue triangle. And right here on the screen, we see our blue triangle. So I'm going to go ahead and put my number 2 as soon as I find it. Number 2. Boop. Here's number 2. Here's my triangle, right? And now the next step is I want to wait for the dot to appear below, right? So here's my very next candle. The dot appears below right here. And this would be my entry for a buy. So now I'm going to take my vertical line again, and I'm going to place it right here. We're going to make it blue because we're buying. So now we would have gotten in here, and same thing. We would have rolled this all the way up to this point. And then when we see like a, different color appear, like right now we're in a potential buy. So we would wait until we saw a different color appear. And on the very next candle, if we saw a dot on top, that means that the market is going to reverse and start pushing us downward. So that would be where we would exit for our buy on this particular trade for silver. So that is the Radex, one of our Radex scanners. That is the velocity tool. And you can utilize this tool once you are inside of the Akashx platform. It's available to all of our customers as well as those that are interested in becoming affiliate marketers for our amazing company. So link in the bio for that, how to get started. And if you're interested in getting started, send me a message, but go ahead and click that link that you see attached here, and you can go ahead and get started with this amazing tool. Bye for now.